Okay, I had a very enjoyable victory last Saturday night on senior night. For our players, it was a good win. Got a chance to get everybody to play and give us some momentum heading in the Iron Bowl. Alabama, just looking at them offensively, really starts with their quarterback. I've been very impressed with the way he's operated. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position. And really, what stands out to me is when things break down, he makes good decisions, protects the football. He can throw the ball vertically down the field very well, and really has had good command, of his offense. They have wide receivers that are all playmakers. They'll flip the speed sweep to them some. They'll throw short. They've got the ability to take short ones into the end zone. Defensively, really, what stands out to me, this may be the best pass rushing unit since I've been playing Alabama. They really do a good job of especially when they know it's pass situations, of harassing the quarterbacks. It's been very impressive to see the amount of touchdowns that their defense has created, mostly off their pass rush. It's been very impressive to watch. Jeremy Pruitt, their new defense coordinator, we're very familiar with. Went against him numerous times. He likes to bring a lot of pressure in the past when we played them, and we expect them to do a lot of the same things as far as that goes. But overall, a very solid team. Not a whole lot of weaknesses. They make you earn it, and our guys are really looking forward to going there and playing them. Just on an injury update, we are expecting Cameron Petway and Chandler Cox to play. Our quarterback situation, we're still not ready to name a starter. I want to make sure and go through practice today and tomorrow before we make a call on who will lead us out from the quarterback position. But overall, I really like where our team's at. They're really looking forward to playing this game, and I'm looking forward to watching them.
Was Sean able to throw it all Monday?
He did some. He did some. Now, we didn't do a whole lot, but he did some.
What does it mean to have that way back when you're up against the nation's leading rush defense?
Well, I mean, he's one of our impact players. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football and one of the best in our league. So anytime you have a guy like that back, it changes things. It changes things in a good way for us.
Do you think he'll be under any kind of limitations? Do you expect any limitations there?
I can't guarantee he's going to be 100% at this point, but I am expecting him to play.
Will you start him or?
We'll decide that later in the week, but like I said, I'm expecting him to play.
Even if he's not 100%, just psychologically, how much does that help the rest of the team?
I said he's one of our leaders, so the fact to have him out there, it definitely helps. And certain people's maybe not 100% is better than others 100%, and we're hoping that'll be the case.
If it's not Sean, would you go ahead and start Jeremy, or is John?
We're not ready to make that call yet. We'll see how they do today in practice, all of them, and probably see how they do tomorrow too, and then make a decision.
Is that a decision that lies in the hands of the doctors and training staff, Gus, or is that something you just trying to make a football?
Well, I think first of all, you got to make sure somebody's healthy enough to go out there and protect themselves. That's the first thing. Then if you answer that question as yes, then you go to what guy gives your team the best chance of winning and being successful. And so that's what we'll be looking at, the next couple of days.
Stanton Pruitt, how's he doing?
Yeah, I'm not ready to say for sure that he'll be back, but he was out there yesterday, and he'll be out there again today. So we'll probably know more about him later in the week too.
What about Josh Olsey?
We expect him to play.
Darrell Reeves okay too?
Yes.
Gus, just being able to get guys like Trey Williams some rest and Montavious Atkinson, and how much healthier do you feel like the defense is now than it was even a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago?
I think overall our defense is in pretty good shape health-wise, this being the 12th game. Trey Williams, that was big to give him another week. He played at Georgia, but he wasn't 100%. He played with a lot of guts, but I think he's really close to that. And I think, defensively, we're close to being 100%.
Having him and Deshaun healthy and together, how important is that for you guys as a defense?
Well, I think it's very important. I mean, that's our two starters, and that's the guys that have worked together a whole lot, and having them ready for this week is real big.
Darrell Williams looks like he's really come on this season before we talk about him.
He's really played well. He's getting more confidence. He's flying to the football. He's been tackling well, and he's one of those young guys that's really grown up this year and starting to turn into the player that we really expect him to be. And I think he's got potential to even get better.
You think his ability to play in space is one of his best assets?
He's pretty athletic, and the young guys, it takes just a little bit, to get used to the different playing in the box, playing outside the box, but I think the transition's been very good for him.
Did Cam Martin prove something on Saturday that's going to kind of make him factor more going forward?
Yeah, that had to help him. To get that many carries in a game and be that successful, it definitely helped him. He did play earlier in the year sparingly at time to time, but he's getting more confidence, and I know the coaching staff's confident in him. So, and he can run. I mean, he's got some missability, some playmaking ability. He's going to be a fine football player for us.
Yes, they've usually been very strong against the run, and Pruitt's done very well against you guys against the run game. What makes this year kind of unique for them in that not only are they leading the country, but how are they doing that compared to other years?
Well, really, if you go back, I mean, they're always going to be one of the best, if not the best, against the run in the country. Their defensive front, their front seven's always near the top. Like I said, the biggest thing I think this year for me is just their ability to rush the passer. Their two defensive ends are both dynamic. Their internal guys are very good one-on-one pass rushers too. And when they get you in a pass for sure situation, it's like a feeding frenzy, and they get a lot of momentum, and they've knocked the ball loose, they've picked it up, they've tipped balls, they've caused bad throws for interceptions, and they have a lot of touchdowns on defense, and that's real impressive, when you're looking at them.
How important is it that y'all be able to establish some kind of running game?
Yeah, I think that'll be one of the keys to the game, us being able to run the football. That's what we do. We're a run, play, action team, and for us to be successful, we're going to have to run the football and be able to run the football effectively. And that's always the challenge, when we play them. And the years we do well, we run the football effectively.
How important is it to have your own pass rush being so deep and so experienced against a true freshman quarterback like that?
Well, I think it helps. We've got one of the better defenses in college football this year, and that'll definitely help trying to contain the guy. We've got to keep him off balance. We've got to get after him, and our defensive front has done an excellent job all year, and that'll be one of the keys for us defensively, is just containing him.
We talked a lot about your defensive front, but just from front to back, how much has this defense improved from even last season?
Well, they've improved greatly since last season, and we went into this season and we felt like this had a chance to be one of our better defenses, at least since I've been here. And each week, it seems like they've gotten better. They're stopping the run very well. We're not giving up a lot of explosive plays in the pass or run game, and our red zone defense has been excellent. And we hadn't given up a rushing touchdown in a while. I think that's a sign of a great defense, and they're playing with a lot of confidence right now too. So this will be a big challenge for our defense, going there, and they got a lot of playmakers. And like I said, it starts with their quarterback, and he's like a running back. He breaks tackles like a running back, and he's pretty poised too. When you watch him, it looks like the moment's not too big.
The turnaround on defense, was that something that happened, from last year and even the year before this year? Was that something that happened overnight, or was that more of a process?
Well, I think it's a little all the above. We have our impact players have stayed healthy. And we had a lot of carryover from last year. In the bowl game last year, we played our best game defensively. So we had a lot of momentum. Coach Steele and his staff has really done a good job with our guys. And then we've got some guys that kind of took that next step, of playing and playing very aggressive, and they're having fun playing defense.
Guys, how do you prepare young guys, particularly like the freshman defensive linemen and guys like that for what they're going to face just in the whole atmosphere?
Yeah. The unique thing about this rivalry is if it's an in-state guy, they kind of already have a good idea of kind of what makes up this rivalry. It's sometimes the young out-of-state guys that takes them a little bit to get used to everything, but we've got a lot of local guys, playing, and we've got some freshmen from the state of Alabama, and so I think that'll help us.
Not many teams have been able to win at Bryant-Denny Stadium the last
Yeah, I mean, they're very talented. They're always one of the most talented, if not the most talented team in the country. And I think this year is really close to the same. 2010 we won. 2014, that's still a tough one right there. I mean, we had a chance to, and we just didn't get it done. But we're looking forward to going there. We're looking forward to going there this year's team, and looking forward to playing.
Do you get into the big picture ramifications when this last regular season game, Gus, that you could play for potentially for New Year's Six bowl? Do you mention that to the players of what's at stake beyond just the game?
We're taking this as the Iron Bowl, and we're taking this as playing against our rival and going there and needing to win. And after the game, we'll talk about all the what ifs and everything that goes with it.
How much a game like this where you've got two really solid defenses and historically these games have been close, are you inclined to be more aggressive with when you're using Daniel Carlson?
That's a possibility. Each year you got to look at your team and you got to look at their team, and you got to get a strategy of how aggressive or how conservative and all the above in all areas. I mean, obviously you play to your strengths, and Daniel's one of our strengths. So we'll just see how the game unfolds, and don't want to give our game plan to you, to be honest with you.
Gus, I know you'll self-scout at the end of this year, but can you evaluate Rhett as a play caller now that he's had some games under his belt to be the primary guy in the
Well, I mean, I think overall, I mean, you look at our turnaround. I mean, when he started calling the plays, we started getting some rhythm and doing some good things. Here as of late, we've had some pretty key injuries right there, but we're getting healthier. And but I think overall he's done a really good job and gave us some momentum.
When you look at Alabama's offense, it's kind of similar to what you guys do in terms of the sweeps, the Mr.
Yeah, it's getting more similar each year.
Does that help you as far as preparing for them because you're looking in the mirror?
Each offense is a little bit different. There's a lot of teams, in our league that are doing a little bit more of the, they're spreading it out, the lightning motions, the quarterback runs, and the things off of it. But regardless, you got to stop it. And every offense is a little bit different.
When you say it gets more and more similar each year, Gus, when you go back and consider a couple of years ago that there was all that discussion about player safety and pace of play, do you consider that some of that may have been very self-serving in retrospect now that Alabama's become much more similar and stylistically offensively what you guys do?
I don't rather not comment on that.
What have you learned about Jeremy Pruitt at the times you faced him and the successes he's had?
Well, he's a good football coach. He's a former high school football coach, and a lot of times, the high school coaches are a little bit different than the college coaches, and he's always done a good job with what he's had.
Anything else?
Gus Carlson's up for the finalist for the Groves Award. You talked
Yeah.
about him, just having a guy like that.
Yeah, well, first of all, we're real proud of Daniel, for being one of the finalists. And I've kind of said probably since the first of the year that I think he's the best kicker in college football. And each week he answers the bell, and he shows that. And he's made unbelievable pressure kicks time and time again. He's a huge weapon on kickoffs. And, he's one of our leaders. He's one of our team leaders. And his teammates and coaches have a lot of respect for him.
Would you rather him not try to lay people out on the kickoff there?
Tell you what, that was one of the best licks of the night there. That was impressive. He can do it all. We may put him at linebacker.
Gus, did you learn anything Saturday about what Jeremy could do if he has to help you this week, or did you already kind of know that going into it?
I thought Jeremy did a solid job running our offense, like I said. And, he's the most experienced guy we got. He's got a lot of experience. He knows the offense, and he made some good throws. He made some good plays with his feet. And most importantly, protect the football.
Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel comfortable, waiting until Thursday or Thursday afternoon to make a decision at quarterback that close to the game?
Do I feel comfortable? You do what's best for your team, and you never want to make a decision earlier, okay, and be wrong, then wait later and give a chance to see exactly Sean's status and everything that goes with that.